page 3, there's no, assuming you're waiting for us to put in the cost.
We know approximately what it's going to cost, because we brought it to the last meeting for the 3 projects combined to go forward on our part as far as engineering and stuff like that. You guys will need to decide how you as a county are going to go forward, if you're going to go forward with the project. So we know individuals aren't planning on signing their easement, so what is the alternative in your guys' options? Again, I go back to Russ, we have no authority. We only have the authority given to us by you guys. So it's really up to you guys to steer the project if it's going to go forward. And within that, an option would be eminent domain.
That could be rolled into the cost of this.
Correct. And that's one of the things that we need to know, if you guys choose to go forward with that option, from the county attorney, what that approximate cost would be, so we can get that part of the 28E agreement. And that's why I don't feel comfortable at this point putting a number in. I figured as far as the wording, you guys could review that, go through with that, let your county attorney review it, and then we can come up with a number at that point.
But you mentioned 75,000.
Approximately for the 3 projects. Now, tearing that down, we would then have to look at what is left for Richmond, what is left for Rubio, and of course you guys won't have anything to do with Oliver. So we'll have to tear those 2 projects down and see what exactly is left, and then see where that monetary is going to go to, whether it be, you know, the assumption would be the majority of it would be more for Richmond than what would be for Rubio to fulfill the end of the project.
The Rubio, we're not up against the...
You're not there, but again, it just depends on where the project's going. There's also, you know, the same option in that community as well. So I see us hitting that mark.
The 193,000 is strictly related to Richmond.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
And we're on Rubio. We're not at the maximum.
Not quite.
Okay.
But if you guys choose to go down the eminent domain option, that again we would have to look at what the dollar amount given by the county attorney would be to fulfill the end of the project.
But that eminent domain power can only be exercised. I don't think we can convey that power to you.
I do not have that power. It's up to you guys to steer the project.
And we can't convey that power.
No.
Is my understanding. So that we'll need to get the budget and county attorney to receive meters. Whatever cost is associated with that, it's going to have to come out of the county profit of Richmond.
Once we're invoiced for it, then
yeah,
it would be added back to the project.
Yeah. And that's really not totally a choice on our part. It's a choice on the people's part. On whether or not that's where we have to go.
Right.
So you want a project note by December 1st, 2012?
Correct.
How did the lawyers come up with that?
Just going forward with the project, we've been stretching it out and stretching it out and stretching it out, and if it's time to make a decision if the project's going to go through, even setting idle, we still have people working on the project, because we've got people still asking about what's going on, how come we can't get on the lagoon site, why can't we, and that all costs money. So Washington County needs to determine, do we do this project or we do not? We just can't keep spending money that's going towards nothing. And I'm I guess, in the position as the Russ director, and I'm trying to protect the other 9 counties that's part of Russ, but also trying to protect Washington County. And expending money for a project that is still up in the air, in my opinion, isn't the right thing to do. So that's why we come with the deadline of December 1st.
So I guess I'm trying to think of Russ has this sort of opportunity or problem in some other counties. We expect Russ to be taking action to protect us.
I did bring a copy of the project note the anticipated project, no. Obviously, as we just stated last time, that it would be subject to a hearing and going through that process. But I'll leave those here for you today. I just brought a couple copies.